I'm Mike, owner of the In-Groove in Phoenix, Arizona, and today I'm doing the new arrival video for March 10th, 2023. Got a chunk of awesome restocks, new arrivals, and also some stuff that I'm putting on the website this week for the gold membership. Some gas, really some top-notch stuff. I'll show you that, though, at the end. Couple of hot pre-orders I wanted to tell you guys about first. I got 3 new titles coming from Sam Records, probably next week sometime. The first one was just announced, Donald Byrd and Bobby Jasper, Paris 1958, an unreleased album. Cut by Kevin Gray, they're only doing 4,000 copies. These are all available on the website right now for pre-order. This is the title I think I'm looking forward to the most. Art Blakey Live, 1958, the Olympia concert. This is also cut by Kevin Gray. And we have a Barney Weiland 10-inch. Let me butcher this up real quick for you. This is Un Taman Dan La Villa, 10-inch, Barney Weiland. 3 titles from Sam Records next week. Also, they're reissuing Charles Mingus's A Modern Jazz Symposium on Music and Poetry. That's the Kevin Gray cut on Newland. That should be getting restocked here. I got it to be announced, but I heard that that restock is coming here somewhat soon, couple of weeks, month. These next 2 I'm super happy about. Vinyl Me Please did these as like limited editions. They were like 50 bucks a piece. They weren't cheap. Now Kraft is doing them as part of the Jazz Dispensary program. I think these fall under the Jazz Dispensary, but that's David Axelrod, Heavy Axe, and Bernard Purdy's Pretty Good. All analog, cut by Kevin Gray, tip-on jacket, 30 bucks. So those are both coming out April 14th. Those are unbelievable, killer, funky jazz titles. They're like must-own if you're into not only jazz, if you're into like any kind of R&B, soul, funk. I highly recommend those 2 records. Impossible to find originals of, very expensive, very desirable, and these sound anything like the Vinyl Me Please, which I'm sure they're probably using the same metal plates. It seems odd that they would cut it twice from the original analog master tape for 2 separate releases, but I could be wrong on that. But both killer titles. Also, I'm getting a restock of the 3 Blind Mice Impex box set. That is coming up Monday. I've got them on the website for pre-order, but it's already on its way. I just figured I'd let you guys know it's inbound. It'll be here Monday, shipping out Monday night or Tuesday, depending on how quick we can get them processed. The 3 Blind Mice box set, and then also the 3 titles inside the box set. That is Sugar, Midnight Sugar, Blow Up, one of my favorite titles, and Misty. All 3 of those titles individually coming, and the box set, I'll have them next week. Okay. Got a big shipment from Mobile Fidelity this week, and I remember as thinking to myself, their truck is coming, they're offloading these on the back of the truck, and I thought to myself, all I could see is Miles Davis Bitches Brew, box after box. And I thought to myself, man, I wish I had a time machine and I can transport these to like a year ago. Because this, before it got restocked, was a $400 album. This is one of the most expensive modern Mobile Fidelity records in the last 10 years, until just recently. And that is this Miles Davis Bitches Brew. It was every bit a $400 record. It would consistently sell for that price. It is really good. Almost all of the Miles Davis Mobile Fidelity stuff, give or take an exception here or there, is like definitive. Is the best you're going to hear it. They sound absolutely fantastic. This Miles Davis sounds absolutely fantastic. I highly recommend it. I think there's a Back in Black or a Sony Legacy title in print. Not even close in comparison to this. Buy this now, because I don't care what it's mastered from. If this goes out of print and it stays out of print, this will be a very expensive record once again in the future. Another title that was going for a couple $100. That's what's cool about this. This is a restock of a bunch of titles that were going for huge money that are back in stock, and you can get them for retail. Miles Davis's My Funny Valentine in concert. Really glad to have this one back in stock. Again, a couple $100 record. The Miles Davis stuff was going for enormous sums of money because it was so good. They sounded really good. The word was out. People knew it. People were paying up for it. This is the 3rd restock of one of my absolute all-time favorite Mobile Fidelity records. That is Bill Withers' Greatest Hits. Again, if you've watched this video the last 3 weeks, I've spoke extremely high of it. I've not been able to keep it in stock. It is an absolute killer sounding record. It is a must own. If you had like 20 records in your collection, this like should be one of them. It is absolutely fantastic. Sonically, musically. The very last comment when I played this in the stores, man, I didn't know he had so many good songs. It's just such a great record, and he has so many big hits on this record, and it's just sonically fantastic. Got a restock of the Cars Candy-O. Also got a restock of Hall & Oates H2O with Maneater on it. Haven't been able to keep these in stock because a lot of these have been the more desirable Mobile Fidelity titles that kind of went out of print and came back. Still working on a little restock of this again. Again, another side of Bob Dylan. This is the mono version. They only made 3,000 of these. This is not a repressing of it. I think they're just filling out the order. They probably did the first 1,500 a couple years back. This is probably the last 1,500. So another side of Bob Dylan. Again, the Bob Dylan stuff Mobile Fidelity did is killer. Okay, this is a record I listen to all the time. I played it last week in the store on a Saturday. I probably would have sold 10 copies of it if it had come out in time. This is a fantastic record. This is a fun record. You guys should listen to it. You might think I'm crazy. The William Shatner, Major Tom, triple disc box set. Some people loved it. Some people were like, you're a little weird. What's wrong with you? But this, I think everybody can get behind this. This is the best of Richard Cheese, The Sunny Side of the Moon. Richard Cheese is a jazz singer, big band singer, but he doesn't sing his own tunes. So this is all acoustic, not quite lounge, but acoustic, big band and jazz tunes, right? But he's doing Snoop Dogg's Gin and Juice, Freak on a Leash by Korn, Nine Inch Nails' Closer, Sir Mix-a-Lot's Baby Got Back, Radiohead's Creep. This record is absolutely fantastic. Sonically, I've not heard the vinyl. It just came out, but it's sonically really good. And it's just a proper big band / jazz band, like 4, 5, 6-piece jazz band, depending on the track, and him singing. And he does them in a... listen to Gin and Juice. Listen to Snoop Dogg's Gin and Juice by Richard Cheese. It's fantastic. He does a lot of stuff. This is, I think, his only vinyl disc. He's got like 15 albums. He does Cardi B's WAP. He does Billie Eilish's Bad Guy, Ariana Grande. He just does all kinds of stuff. He does Stairway to Heaven. That might actually be on here. So on here, he does Another Brick in the Wall, Limp Bizkit's Nookie, Bust a Move, Girls, Girls, Girls by Motley Crue. So you can kind of see what he's doing here. But I think these tunes are a bunch of fun. Check it out. Just stream a couple of these tracks. Tell me what you guys think in the comments. You guys might have heard of him and been like, oh man, this is great. He had an appearance in the Lego movie too. He did Man in the Mirror, like during one of the Lego, maybe it was a Lego Batman movie. Yeah, so Richard Cheese, The Sunny Side of the Moon. Plus it's a Dark Side cover, essentially. Okay, they're announcing this as a new pressing, and I think it is because it's part of the 75th. They discontinued the old SKU in the system. I don't know what's going on here. What makes this different than the original pressing? But yeah, Silk Sonic with Bruno Mars and Anderson .Paak with special guest host Bootsy Collins. I actually listened to this quite a few times. This is quite good. Why it just came out maybe last year ago, and it was put out of print and brought back into print. I don't know what's going on there. The next from the series of Cake reissues, Prolonging the Magic, 180 gram black vinyl on Sony Music. They Might Be Giants, Flood. I think Music on Vinyl did a reissue of this, but this is now just a standard Electra pressing. William Shatner, The Blues. This is a limited edition blue vinyl version. Yes, Captain Kirk himself the Shat Man. Doing Manish Boy, Sunshine of Your Love, I Can't Quit You, Babe. This is an acquired taste. I personally love William Shatner's spoken word, you know, Fred Schneider type of singing, but I can see people not liking it. Richard Cheese, though, listen to it. Tell me what you think. Danzig, Satan's Child. This is on black vinyl with a splash of blood red. And we will, not show you the back. All right. Danzig, Circle of Snakes, black, purple, and haze vinyl on Cleopatra. This is black and purple vinyl. Ooh, good soundtrack. Cowboy Bebop. Really good. Light in the Attic exclusive. I guess not. This is double LP pressed on opaque brown and marbled vinyl. We've got Kali Uchis, Red Moon in Venus. Okay. Olo, Silver Saturdays. New album by the California Jam. Okay. What in the world is this? We've got Slow Tie, Ugly. Slow Tie, you gotta love yourself. This little mini hype sticker over the word ugly. I don't know. Is that so they don't get themselves in trouble? I don't know what that's about. I have no idea even what this is musically. But it's here. viewandgroove.com. Kendrick Scott. Reuben Rogers and Walter Smith III. This is the newest release on Blue Note. Yeah, we'll give this a listen to. Man, I'm so backed up on stuff I got to listen to. And you know what's going to ultimately happen is I'm just going to end up listening to that Richard Cheese first, even though I've heard it 500 times. And I'm going to torture all the people at the store. Although the customers seem to love it. When I play that on a Saturday, everybody's laughing, having a good time, talking about how great this is, how they want it. The employees give me the stink eye, though, the whole time. Thrice, The Illusion of Safety, 20th Anniversary Edition on electric blue vinyl. The Lost Boys from Friday Music. I think this is a color variation. It's got the alternate barcode on it. You'd have to check it out on the website. Bush, this is a blast from my childhood. Bush, let's see, The Art of Survival on white vinyl with a 32-page book. The Ohio Players. Friday Music. This is Honey. We've got, what the heck is this? A kick out of these covers sometime. So is that the same girl? I don't know. This is Moonchild Senility, Phases. I see she's got one of those Make It Rain stripper dollar bill thrower in the air gadgets. I have no idea what this is. Okay. A 4LP, not quite box set, but 4LP miniature box-ish type thing of Mariah Carey's The Rarities. Includes 15 previously unreleased and rare songs from 1990 and 2002. Also, never before released concert audio from the 1996 Live at the Tokyo Dome. Also includes the hits Hero, Fantasy, and Always Be My Baby. 4LP set. Actually, that Tokyo concert looks pretty good. That's disc 3 and 4. Kind of should have been a rarities record, I think, and then maybe the Tokyo concert as a separate disc. But, you know, what do I know? All right, got a restock from, this is restock from Mondo, I believe, yeah. This is Rebirth of Mortha 2. That foil cover. We've got Jurassic World Dominion. This is on black vinyl. We got Don't Worry, Darling. Original motion picture soundtrack. translucent sand colored vinyl. Tip-on jacket. Kind of old school looking cover. We've got the original score by Nathan Johnson of Nightmare Alley. Original motion picture soundtrack. Really cool cover. A lot of gold foiling on it. Has that wraparound obi. I don't think I've seen any of these movies. Don't Worry, Darling. Music by John Powell. We have what is the soundtrack? Original Dario Argento's Phenomena, huh? 240-gram LPs featuring previously unreleased material. Sounds familiar. I haven't seen that either. We've got Matango, original motion picture soundtrack. I'm like looking at all these movies thinking to myself, like, has anybody seen these movies? I've seen this one, Tom Cruise's Mission Impossible 3. I don't particularly remember it being memorable, but that's a pretty cool cover. I was like, Mondo does the great job with covers. I did see the Batman. I wasn't overly impressed, but I'm a little bit superhero movied out at this point. This is pressed on 380-gram colored vinyl. Hellraiser. This is pressed on Eco Mix vinyl. And we've got Rebirth of Mortha, number 3. I wonder what happened to number 1. I don't know. Okay, next up, let me show you guys. That's it for the new arrivals. I'm going to show you guys the stuff I'm actually listing this week on the Gold member section of the website. Again, it's an added plus for the people who sign up for the Gold member program on the website. If you're not familiar with it, it essentially gives you 10% off of your in-stock vinyl purchases whenever you like. It's $14.99 a month, so you're getting 10% off. You buy $150 worth of records a month, you break even. You buy more than that, you pocket cash. But there's a few things that are added bonuses on the Gold member section of the website. I do like a blog where essentially I post a little bit of early access to today's video. Also, I have a pre-owned section where I put X amount of records up every single Monday at 11 a.m. in the morning. Let me show you guys what I'm putting up this coming up Monday at 11 a.m. The first one is, I would consider this a grail. This is a Nevermind the Bollocks. Here's the Sex Pistols. Now this, not the rarest album, but this version is the rarest album. This is the original UK blank back pressing. But this is a A1, B1 matrix. They say the first version, the first pressing of this is a combination of A1, A2, and A3 matrices. But I can tell you from experience, finding this as a true A1, B1 is extremely, extremely difficult. And this is a great copy. This is pretty much a VG copy. There's this one, maybe inch scratch that's barely feelable. But other than that, this is actually a really clean copy. Not only sonically, but the cover is actually really nice. So this will be on the website Monday at 11 a.m. Arizona time. I got an OJC of Chet on Riverside. These are some of the dupes from the recent unboxing video I did of a bunch of OJCs. I took the dupes out of my collection. This is an original first pressing, US pressing of Sparks Propaganda. We've got a John Coltrane Sound, 60s Atlantic stereo. Got a 60s Atlantic stereo Coltrane Jazz. These are really nice. These came out of the Tucson collection, which was pretty immaculate condition records. Viden Fleece by Van Morrison. 70s pressing. This might actually be a first pressing on the Warner Brothers Palm Tree label. How about the Pink Floyd? This is a tower pressing stripe label. Should be considered the 4th pressing, but keep in mind, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th were really close together within probably about a year. A Period of Transition by Van Morrison. This is a palm tree label, Warner Brother. A couple more OJCs, some dupes. At Ease with Coleman Hawkins. This is real nice. This is sealed copy. Let's see. Let's take a Sea Cruise with Frankie Ford. Very difficult album to find originals of. Henry Cow. This is actually a dupe. Came out of my collection. This is an original pressing. Original UK, right? Let me see. I think this is an original UK. I'm pretty sure. You have to check the website. It'll tell you. This is, check the website on this. This is before the Blue Note 75th. This is Hank Mobley Dippin'. I want to say this came out late 90s, early 2000s. Some more Van Morrison. This is Green Warner Brothers label of his band and the Street Choir from that Tucson collection as well, which again, most of the stuff in that collection was really clean. Primus's Pork Soda. I feel like this is an original, first US pressing. Again, check the website. An original of Queen's Hot Spaces. All of these have been ultrasonically cleaned as well. I do that ahead of time just as an added bonus. An original promo copy of Ministry's Twitch, gold stamp promo on Sire. Into the Hot, the Gil Evans Orchestra. A lot of great jazz titles on Impulse. Also from my collection, the Ornette Coleman Trio at the Golden Circle in Stockholm, Volume 2. This is in shrink, really nice copy. Actually, I might have opened this sealed. I think I bought this in a classical collection about 7, 8 years ago. Sat on my shelf sealed for a couple of years. I'm like, let's listen to that. And I cracked it open. I'm almost positive that's that copy. A lot of this stuff, again, I show you guys new arrivals, stuff that I take home. A lot of the stuff that you're seeing here are one of the 2 copies, either the one I showed you guys on that camera or the copy that replaced. So I'm always bringing home stuff, but I'm always bringing back a lot of killer records into the store. Some more OJCs, Cal Jader Jazz at the Blackhawk. In shrink with the Hive sticker. Really clean cover. I forget the condition on this record, but them in shrink. Joni Mitchell. Don Juan's Reckless Daughter. Some more Joni Mitchell. Miles of Isles. Double. What's going on out there? Lots of fire trucks going by. An original Lee Morgan Taru. This might be a future Tone Poet. This is an original US first pressing, part of the LT series. Came out in 1980. Some more Van Morrison. St. Dominic's Preview on the green Warner Brothers label. You can see I really put a hodgepodge of stuff on the website. It's kind of a curated selection of stuff. This is a first pressing of Pink's Misunderstood. First pressing because it came out well after it came out on CD, but this is out of print now. This is limited edition on violet vinyl, still sealed. Look at that clean the cover is on this Dolly Parton. Original in shrink with the $2.50 price tag. Dolly Parton's Coat of Many Colors on RCA. Nice copy. Alone Together, Jim Hall and Ron Carter on Milestone. Clutch, live at the Googleplex. This is on orange and black splattered vinyl. So I put every genre on the website. I mean, here we go. Look. Speaking of every genre, this is an original first pressing on vinyl of Acid Bath. I think they did 1,000 of these. This is the 2010 pressing. Michael Schechner Anthology, Japanese pressing. This is nice. This is a really hard record to find clean. This is an original, true first pressing mono Buffalo Springfield. This is without What It's Worth, which was added on, but this is a true first pressing mono, really clean, like VG+++, if I remember. I mean, it's super solid. Extremely difficult to find clean originals of this. This is an original Foo Fighters medium rare, not the boot that's floating around out there. Just a real clean first pressing of Michael Jackson's Off the Wall. Clean MJ records, especially Thriller and Off the Wall, are always in demand. Tough to find clean. DJs chewed through a lot of them. Pleasures of the Flesh. This is on Combat Exodus. So I put, again, a hodgepodge of records up every Monday at 11 o'clock Arizona time. Typo Negative, Bloody Kisses. This is the Record Store Day pressing from quite a while back. This is the triple disc black and green vinyl. They did it later on a green 2-disc set, but from what I heard, the fidelity is a lot better on the 3-disc set. All right, that is it for this week's new arrival. And again, the stuff I'm putting on the website. Check out the gold membership. If you buy a lot from us, it makes sense. I don't know if I would sign up just for the used records. Some people do. But if you're buying records from us in combination with the used records, it makes a lot of sense. All right, guys, theingroove.com. Until next time.